remind all of you that statements made during this call and the information that will be shared this evening has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Nothing anyone says is intended to prevent, diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. This call is for educational purposes only.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, now we're going to go to someone that you also heard from last week who had something to share with me today that was so exciting that there's just no way to describe how this woman's life has changed with this one product. So, Linda Hatcher, are you there?
Yes, I am, Fred.
Well, give us the update. Share with us the update that you gave me earlier today.
Okay. Well, just to review, I had the trauma where I broke my ankle and 2 bones in my feet. And so as a result, I lost, I couldn't continue the job of taking care of the dogs. And so I lost income, and the stress from the medical bills piling up was happening, and then other pain started up from the trauma. So I was pretty immobile, and for a couple of weeks just doing terrible. And so I got the CBD oil, and so I reported to you last week the calm that came over me and the fact that I was mobile again. But the update is that today I was feeling so good that and freedom from pain, that I was able to go out and interview and get a job at a doctor's office, and I'm starting Monday. And so that I can tell you right now, today, I'm free from pain and very mobile and strong and mentally clear. I cannot say how much this CBD reset has changed my life. I was actually considering going on disability. I had a lot of people pressuring me, but I'm standing up and saying, no, I am going forward because of how I feel now. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. Fred.
That is so exciting to me, because I know, Linda, because of all of the problems that you've dealt with over the years, that it really was kind of a pointless existence in terms of being able to support yourself, and having all of these different problems kept you from having a normal job, which a lot of people take for granted. They don't realize what it's like if you want to work but you're not physically able to. So I'm telling you, my heart just leapt when you said today that you had applied for and got a job with the doctor. That was exciting to me. So thank you, Linda, for giving us that update.
You're so welcome, Fred, Dr. Fred. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so now we are going to someone who you also heard from before. So this is kind of a night of updates. We have 2 more to tell their stories, but Anita McDonald works in our office, just a wonderful asset and blessing to us, and she had told a little bit about her experience with the CBD, and I wanted her to come on and tell what she told me happened with her mother. So, Anita, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Go ahead and share with the audience what you told me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Fred. It's wonderful to be a part of the team. It's always exciting to hear about everybody's stories, and I have heard a lot of stories in the past couple of weeks. So just to has an update for my mother. She's 72 years old. She had a full rotator cuff repair on the 10th of January. And when I was on the call before, I talked a little bit about my experience in just testing it for myself. But we got my mother a bottle, and the matter of fact, she received it the day of her therapy, which was 1 week after her surgery. And she tried it that night, after she got in, which she was really sore from it, and she said she went to bed. She thought when she woke up to use the restroom, she was going to be sore. She was not in any pain. She went back to sleep again, woke up the next day feeling really great. Now, I just want to say that when she had this surgery, she had some arthritis in her shoulder, along with the tear. She had a bit of a bone spur that they had to remove, and then they put in anchors in. And so it was a pretty intense surgery. And most people, it takes a lot of time in order to recover from this, weeks and weeks with a lot of pain based on other people's experiences. And she's now into her 3.5 week of therapy, and she doesn't have to go back. The therapists are shocked with her results. Every time she goes in, they ask her how much pain is she in. She says 0, and they look at her like, what? And she just smiles at them. She's like other people that have expressed themselves not really comfortable with trying new things, not wanting to be on pain medication, and just very leery about things. And so she hasn't wanted to say anything to anybody about being on the CBD oil. But she told me today, she said, the lady asked me today, she had gone in for a therapy appointment, and she said, what are you doing? And so she finally owned up. She goes, well, I drove myself here. And she said, and I'm taking CBD oil. And the nurse said, what? She was like, yep. And she's like, wow, that is amazing. She said, you're not going to have to come back. You're not going to have to go through any more therapy. Whatever else you do, you're going to be doing at home. And she's just thrilled. She's absolutely thrilled with it. So I just want to say that when I asked her just before the call, I said, well, tell me what else, about how you're feeling. And she says, I'm feeling calmer. My blood pressure is down. The swelling is down. The bruising is gone. The pain is gone. And I'm not even feeling any pain in my knee, which I had felt for years. And she said, I just have a better sense of well-being. And I was just like, that's amazing. I mean, I am so thrilled to hear that, and then to hear everybody else, Linda and Ruth and Nancy, to hear all your stories. I'm just thrilled. So just knowing that we're helping people, and I'm helping my mom through this difficult time, is really uplifting for my heart, and I'm very thankful for Dr. Fred and Kim for stepping out and bringing this, available for everybody.
Well, thank you, Anita, and we're also very grateful and thankful that we could be a part of your mom's recovery. I know people who have had these kind of shoulder repair surgeries, and it's a long, drawn-out process to get back to where you're able to fully use your arm again without any pain. And for just 3.5 weeks of therapy, that's pretty amazing in itself. For her to be able to say she's pain-free and the nurse to say you don't need to come back. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Anita.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to wrap our call up with one more testimonial from none other than Angel Voice, Ruth Anna Smith, our hostess. Ruth Anna, are you there?
I'm here.
I just want you to share with the audience what you told me today. I was pretty amazed, but also very thankful that you were willing to tell us about your experience. Go ahead.
Well, sure. Wow, I got to first say, God bless you, Nancy. All these testimonies, Dr. Fred, have been so inspiring. Thank you to each and every one of you. You've inspired me. And I'm just thinking we just need to share this call with as many people as we can. What a blessing we have here, not only for us to get well, but to help other people to achieve this level of no pain. And so I was telling you, I don't remember what I did to my shoulder, but all of a sudden I've got this horrendous pain in my shoulder, and it started happening just a couple of days before I got my sample. So even though I was focusing on some back pain that I would love to have go away, the shoulder was really hurting. And so I took my first dose, and I only took like a half a dose because I try to be careful and make sure that it's going to work for me, no reaction. And within 24 hours on that half dose, Dr. Fred, the next day I had absolutely no shoulder pain. And I can relate to what you were saying about surgery on rotator cuffs and everything, because I forgot. I fell a few months ago, and I hurt the shoulder, and I totally forgot about it. And it was fine, but it flared up just recently. But then after the CBD oil, it's gone. It's back to normal. I can raise my arms up. I can raise my arms to the side. I can do anything, and there's no pain in my shoulders. It's awesome.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That is truly inspiring. And just to clarify for those of you who wouldn't have any way to know, when she said a half a dose, that's 12.5 milligrams. That's all, 12.5 milligrams, a half a dropper of our flavored CBD reset. And the same with my sister Ruth. She only took 12.5 milligrams. So we don't know exactly how to instruct people to try this product, other than to say, find your sweet spot. For some people, it's going to be just a little bit. For other people, they may need more. I know Linda and my sister Nancy took more than what I just described, but that's okay. As time goes by, they'll be able to reduce that dosage, and some people are going to find that they don't even need it every day. That's how wonderful this product is. It, again, helps your body's regulatory system to regulate those things that are causing inflammation and other things like anxiety. It's your body having a system that wasn't getting nourished. So it all comes back to what I've always talked about, and that is, are we diseased? Are we really suffering from randomly being stricken by some kind of a disease, or are we suffering deficiencies? So just think about this. If your body was able to produce adequate amounts of these cannabidiols, the CBD, if it could do that, you wouldn't need to take any in the form of drops under your tongue. Your body would have adequate amounts, but that's not the case. And so we need to supplement to get our body's regulatory system back into functioning correctly. Well, this has been another exciting call. I'm going to send out the replay, but I'm also going to send the replay links for the last 2 calls that we've had. So we've got 3 under our belt now, and these are very inspiring calls. So we're also wanting to make you aware of a special that we have. Valentine's Day is coming,